to another edition of the Business and Personal Podcast, where we bring you closer to people you do business with. And we're excited to have Debbie Stroup back on with us. She's been on in the past, one of the leading Medicare specialists in the Metro Detroit area and around the state of Michigan. And she has some very, very big news to share. So first of all, Debbie, thanks for joining us.
Oh my gosh, it's my pleasure. I love talking with you, Ryan. You have a great following, and thank you. It truly is our pleasure to be on.
So the news is you're teaming up with Legacy Partners Insurance. They approached you last year, and you saw this as a great opportunity, pretty much a win-win for everybody involved. So let's just kind of jump right into it. What does this mean for your customers?
You know what? It is wonderful. So Michigan Medicare Specialist had been operating on its own for many, many, many years. And Legacy Partners specializes in P&C. And what is that? You know, that's personal lines and business lines. So if you need your home insured, if you need your auto insured, your cottage, your trailer, your jet skis, your snowmobiles, or you own a business and you need to insure the building. So that's what they did really well. And I did what I do pretty okay. You know, we got by. So we decided it would be a good opportunity for us to come together and merge that. And how that's going to be beneficial is those clients that we have in Medicare world, you know, those that are 65 and older, some are under 65 and on Medicare. And we also have a lot of under age 65 people that are just on regular health insurance. Now they're going to have an opportunity to explore other options for their homeowners and their, you know, personal lines as well. And they don't focus just on one. So like if you call State Farm, you can just get State Farm. I'm not picking on them. It just is the way, you know, what came to my mind, I guess. So they work like me with all the different carriers. So if you get a quote and you're fed up, like I just got an email from a friend of mine who's paying over $800 a month in auto, and she has like 2 cars. So she's going to send it in and we're going to do a quote on that as well. So that is not my specialty, but we have a whole team that specializes in that. And they're just like me, where if you're in the right plan, they're going to tell you that, hey, where you are is phenomenal. Stick with where you are. Hey, call us in the future. We can call you in a year or whatever. But I see it as a really great relationship because they value relationships the same way that we do at Michigan Medicare Specialist. It's really important that we get to know our clients, and it is to them as well.
So yeah, I mean, you're just basically expanding what you can offer to your customers. You know, in the past, you're pretty much working solely on Medicare. Now you've expanded to all these different services that you can help people with, correct?
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, you always hear, you know, that somebody can do everything, but they're not really that great at it. I'm in my lane. My lane is Medicare. That's all we do is Medicare, Medicare, Medicare. They do personal lines. But we work together. So I can send you over and you will be in good hands with them and vice versa. So we're doing that all day long and we're taking care of the customers. We kind of are hoping for like a one-stop shop for all of your insurance needs. And those are kind of hard to come by right now.
Absolutely. You know, it makes sense to be able to expand your offerings like you did, but same time, you know, you've built Michigan Medicare Specialist up over several years. Mm-hmm. You have a big name, so this couldn't have been an easy decision to partner with Legacy. What was it about them that made you confident it would be a good partner?
Well, let me be clear. Michigan Medicare Specialist is still there. We are doing business as Michigan Medicare Specialist. Yes, we have merged with Legacy Partners, and yes, you may see the 2 labels together, but nothing has changed in the Medicare world. You're still going to get me. You're still going to get Tracy. You're still going to get Marlene. We also have more people that are helping us. So especially during that busy season, we're going to have even more people helping us and giving customer service. So nothing really has changed as far as the Medicare world. It's just we've opened up some opportunities for our customers to be able to get some of their other insurance needs met as well.
And so what was it about Legacy specifically that made you confident that they were a good company to team with?
They focus on relationships, and just like we do. So we're not a transactional, Michigan Medicare Specialist has never been a transactional organization, which means we just take your name and number, plug it in, and you never hear from us again. Those are the Joe Namaths. Those are the JJ Walkers. Those are the big national carriers. They get their commission and they're gone. And that's not how we operate. We've never operated that way. As a matter of fact, when you're our client, you don't call the carrier's customer service number. You call us first. Hey, I got this bill. It doesn't make any sense. And we're like, hey, we got you. Let us call the insurance company and try and handle that for you. So we are relevant to the customers throughout their entire Medicare journey. And when I was looking at different companies, and Legacy wasn't the only one, I decided on Legacy because they do the same thing. They treat their customers as if they are family. And I know everybody says that, but everybody's got everybody's cell phone number. The clients have their agent's cell phone number. They can reach them during the day. They can reach them at night. So they're accessible. They have families too. They live in the community. So they might bump into their clients at the grocery store. So relationships to them were super important as well.
So how's this feel? I mean, when you started out with just yourself, did you ever envision to growing this big and be able to offer so many services to people?
I envisioned us being big. I wanted us to be, the pillar in Michigan. When you're turning 65, who do you call? You call Michigan Medicare Specialist. Some attorneys out there have their name blasted all over every billboard. Hey, good for them. If it's generating business, so when you're in an auto accident, who do you think of? So that's what I wanted for Michigan Medicare Specialist. I wanted to get the word out. I wanted to be able to help people get into the right plan. I wanted to be able to help more people reach the western side of the state, the UP, because we can go anywhere. And I felt with them that we could do that. So, having that marriage there, I think is going to be a really good thing.
And you're going to be traveling all around the state this fall, getting the word out there, making further contacts. So this kind of frees you up to do that too, which is what you love to do.
Yeah, so my role here is still going to be, helping the customers and working on that. But I'm also pivoting a little bit because I'm so passionate about getting the word out. We have the wonderful opportunity. Last year, your customer base may have seen us on CBS on, WWJ Channel 62, and then WDIV Live in the D in the morning on Channel 4. And we're going to continue to do that this year, but we're also going to go to Flint, Saginaw. We're going to go to Lansing, Grand Rapids, Traverse City. We're going to go live on air, just like we did here in Metro Detroit, because I want to spread the word. I want to spread the word that it's important that you are in the right plan. This is just not, I'm going to pick what my neighbor said or what the commercial on television said or what I think is best. And there are going to be huge changes coming down. I was just in a conference call. It was the cost of prescription drug plans are going to go up like 283%. It's almost tripling what you're going to have. So it's important to get in that right plan. And if you're in a plan and you go to your local CVS, they might say your drug's not in the formulary anymore. I didn't know that. If you are working with someone who can take the time to look at your plan, then hopefully that scenario won't happen to you.
So yeah, if I'm looking at this from the customer's perspective, they're wondering, what's going to change here with the situation. And really, you're going to continue to get the great Medicare assistance that you've always received. And you're just going to have extra options where your team's going to work to try to save people money.
One last thing is that with the Inflation Reduction Act, what's going to be new in 2025 is that folks no longer have to spend any more than $2,000 out of pocket for their prescription drugs, which is phenomenal, especially if you're on those really expensive medications like Mounjaro or any kind of semaglutide or Ozempic. Those are super expensive, but you no longer will have to spend more than $2,000. And that sounds great, right? Like, woo, okay. But guess what? They might take your drug out of the formulary now. They might raise your copays from $20 to $100. So it's going to be critical. And we're anticipating a huge influx of people shopping. So it's critical that you work with somebody that can really help you look into the plan and make sure that you're still in the right plan. And if not, get into the right plan.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. More than ever. It's time. It costs $0 to have someone like Debbie analyze your plan and make sure you're in the right plan. So, why wouldn't you do that just for the peace of mind? So, the goal of this here, Debbie, was just to get the word out there to people so they didn't see a change on your website, a new logo or a new name or anything like that, and wondered if what's going on.
It's all good. And I'm going to borrow a line from what you said. You never have to pay me anything, ever, 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 even when we're doing customer service for you. Like you say, you just have to pay me your time. So, just never a charge, never, never, never. And I would encourage your listeners to never work with somebody who does charge. So
I don't know anybody out there that can't afford to pay some attention. That's all they got to do.
Oh, there you go. I love it. It's my passion.
So yeah, again, just wanted to make sure that we got this message out there so everybody fully understood what's happening here. So our goal was to try to cover all the questions people might have had, when they see the logo change, but I'm sure there's still going to be questions for you. So what is the best way for people to reach out still and get any lingering questions answered? Yeah,
you can call or text. Our phone number to the office here is both phone and text, and it's 248-227-0347. That's really the best way. You can go on our Facebook page. I encourage all of your listeners to go to our Facebook page, Michigan Medicare Specialist, and like the page. And because of all of the changes, we're posting almost daily on there, and we're helping thousands of people all over the state. It's a dream come true.
Well, I know how hard you've worked to get to this point, Debbie, so you deserve all the best, and glad that you're still going to be very involved and as involved as ever to try to continue to grow this. Maybe we'll have you on again down the road with updates on how things are going.
That sounds great. Remember, open enrollment is the most wonderful time of year.